Greetings. I'm Carol Spears, Certified Music Practitioner and CEO of the Music for Healing and Transition Program, MHTP. MHTP creates an international network of trained and certified musicians to bring into medical facilities the healing nature of music to those who are ill, suffering, and dying. This is done through the science-based art of providing live, individualized therapeutic music. MHTP was founded in 1994, and over these many years since, MHTP has trained over 1,100 musicians in the art and science of therapeutic music and of being a healing presence. Our graduates, called Certified Music Practitioners, CMPs, are found on 4 different continents. Live therapeutic music is specific to each patient's condition in the moment and can be changed if necessary by the CMP. Very importantly, it is not just the music that creates a healing environment. It is also the intentional presence of trained, knowledgeable CMPs who bring into the patient's room their compassion, their knowledge, and their desire to be of service through therapeutic music. All of this creates for the patient a time of comfort, pain relief, relaxation, with all of the beneficial physiological responses and stabilization that result. And sometimes it is just a sense of connection with another human being and a bit of normalcy in a time of stress and fear and pain for the patient. This recording is to share with you examples of the types of music our graduates provide to all kinds of patients, stressed medical staff, and patients' families as they play live therapeutic music at the bedside of individual patients or for staff as they go about their duties. CMPs play on-site in hospitals, hospice, nursing homes, patients' homes, and also provide live telehealth therapeutic music sessions when medical in-person restrictions are in place. The recordings are not just examples of therapeutic music. Interwoven are some of the stories of observations and experiences CMPs have had while providing live therapeutic music sessions. Many thousands of stories similar to those you will hear could be told, since they happen every day as CMPs use their hearts and their music to help others. We recorded 7 CMPs and 1 MHTP student, either offering their music or reading the written stories of other CMPs. The identity of patients in the stories has been protected. The name of the author of each story will be stated at the end of their story. The names of the musicians and readers are listed at the end of the video, along with information on how to contact MHTP if you would like to be a part of bringing live therapeutic music into healthcare facilities for patients and staff by either becoming a CMP, hiring a CMP, or supporting our educational programs. For now, please sit back, relax, listen with your open heart, and allow the music and stories to enfold you into the daily world of therapeutic music and of being a CMP.
The female patient was loudly and vocally expressing her displeasure in a way only she could understand. Even her body was trembling with upset. I gently began playing My Wild Irish Rose, and she immediately quieted and turned to look at me. I continued to slowly ease music into the room. Over time, I found that sweet place of repetition and comfort, cradling her in the arms of Santa Lucia and O Solo Mio, ocean waves and sunshine. Eventually, her arms and hands relaxed and all was well as I quietly exited the room all those minutes later. In the hallway, a staff member quietly expressed her amazement at the transformation and whispered, "How did you do that?" "It's what I do," I replied with a smile, reminding myself how thankful I am for my training as a certified music practitioner. What makes this experience even more amazing is that it took place remotely during the COVID-19 pandemic. I was safely seated at my instrument in my home, and through the magic of video and audio technology, was able to soothe a frustrated resident in much the same way I have been in the years since my certification, through music and observation and adaptation. Angela Brown. In the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, my hospital received a frantic request from the daughter of a very elderly woman who had been admitted with COVID-19. "Please, I'm not allowed to visit. Is there anything you can do? This is my mom." My supervisor referred the patient to me for music. "Since she has the virus, you can't go in the room. You have to play outside the door." I asked, could we use the phone instead? No, the patient was on a ventilator. I set up my harp outside the closed wooden opaque door and announced myself. Not knowing if the patient could even hear me, I selected tunes that might be familiar to her, and I projected the love and care that I would want someone to send my own mother if I couldn't be there for her. Nurses rolled their mobile stations closer to me, and the hallway quieted down. Comments of, "Thank you so much for playing," and "What a blessing," followed me out as I reported back to my supervisor. He phoned the daughter to let her know that a certified music practitioner had played harp outside her mom's room. "You played music for her," she exclaimed with gratitude, surprise, and relief. "Mom is a pianist." She was the president of the local music association until just 2 years ago. Thank you, thank you. I can't believe you could do this. Karen Peterson. I was working for a hospice that covered 3 counties and also worked for individuals who hired me independently to play for loved ones. A woman found me through my local marketing and asked me to play for an hour for her mother, who had been for many years living in an assisted living facility and had just recently been diagnosed for hospice care. She told me her mother was experiencing uncontrollable pain and had not slept for 2 days, even though she was receiving doses of morphine. When I arrived in the early evening, the mother was in her bed, agitated, moaning slightly, hands clenched above the covers, facial muscles tight. The assisted living facility could not be giving her her next scheduled morphine injection for another 4 hours. The room was lit with low lighting. The daughter sat in an easy chair to the left and behind me. After that assessment, I centered myself, sat on my stool, and started improvising on my harp with loosely metered, simple music with varying pauses. After around 10 minutes, the mother had fallen asleep and was lightly snoring, hands unclenched, facial muscles soft. In about another 20 minutes, I heard snoring from behind me. I looked over and saw that the daughter was also sleeping. I continued supporting the patient and her stressed daughter by continuing with the same type of music, opening it even more to longer periods of silence. The room was peaceful, still, and felt suspended to me. The hour ended. I quietly moved out of the room, not waking either the mother or daughter. Mid-morning the next day, the daughter called me to thank me and to say that her mother had slept the whole night into late morning. She had slept through 2 scheduled morphine injections. No matter how many times I witnessed these types of results with therapeutic music, played by trained professionals, bringing their compassionate presence into the room, I am still amazed and so thankful to be a certified music practitioner. Carol Spears.
Thank you for watching and for listening. Thank you for your interest in therapeutic music and in the Music for Healing and Transition program. In the information that follows, you will find how to contact us if you would like to be a part of bringing live therapeutic music into healthcare facilities for patients and staff, by either becoming a CMP or hiring a CMP, or by supporting our educational programs. Gratitude to each of the CMP and student musicians, the readers, and the story writers. Thank you.